The life of a small press author is glamorous. Every moment. Every moment. Welcome to my writing retreat. I'm Sarah Goehrke, and my debut novel, The Keepers, is available now for pre-order from the small press, Quills and Cosmos Press, and it's getting real. And it's so, when I'm recording this, it is St. Patrick's Day, actually March 17th. I'm not going to post for a couple days because I don't like to say where I am when I'm there, because I'm a woman on a solo writing retreat, staying in a cabin in the woods. And so instead we're going to call it a cottage in the forest, because that is less scary. Words matter. But I'm here in Punderson State Park because Northeast Ohio is home to so many wonderful things and so many wonderful state parks. And like, that's my view. And it's terrible right now. It has been snowing since I got here, like full whiteout. And only now can I see the lake right beyond my door. I've got this beautiful little porch, which I thought I might be able to sit at for edits because it's even got a table and it's just lovely. And tell me why it's March 17th and we've got lake effect snow warnings. Like, they're blowing up my phone. And it was white out twice on the way here, and I have not been able to see the lake, like right outside there, for more than a couple of minutes at a time since I checked in 2 hours ago. But I'm here and working on final edits because this is an ARC, an advanced reader copy, and also an advanced author copy in this case because I wrote this. But I have my copy edits right now, so it's not final, but like it's final. These are my copy edits, and I just made a first pass through them all, and it feels good, man. It feels real good. And also, I no longer have to hide what my desktop looks like, because now that pre-orders are live, I can say, that's my girl. That is Alaris, our main character in a multi-POV story that's got a lot of primary characters. The Keepers is book 1 of the Turner's Saga, and The Keepers has 4 POV characters. The next books will also have at least 4 POV characters. I am planning 5 books in The Keepers, being the first of them for the Turner's Saga. And it's a lot of characters. We are calling it Game of Thrones, but with women and no sexual assault. We don't do that here because it's a matriarchal world. Bad behavior is punished, except for the whole witch hunts moment. There are witch hunts. It is the burning times, especially once we get to book 2. And I'll be able to talk more about that in a little while. Right now we're really focused on book 1 because, oh my gosh, pre-orders went live yesterday. I have been making what could best be described as what we might presume the noises a baby pterodactyl would have made. No way to know, but that's probably how I sounded at my desk yesterday while refreshing the campaign page, because this pre-order is going through Kickstarter, and we can see what that means. The campaign fully funded to its base goal of $700 in 2 hours, and that feels really good. And at this point, we are more than double that. And that means this book is 1000% happening. It was happening anyway, but now it's like really, really happening. And at least 60 backers so far at the point of recording this will be getting their copies of The Keepers. And we'll be getting them discounted and probably early, and we'll be getting exclusive access to really amazing editions. This is what the standard edition will look like, a stunning paperback that I've been carrying everywhere. We've done a lot of photo shoots out in the world because she's my baby. But if you don't want, you know, sad little corners, maybe a hardback's for you. Maybe even one with fancy edges. Maybe edges that are green, like this book 1 is. and that have ongoing themes. This wood grain pattern, the castle, the cats. The cats are relevant. But as the Kickstarter keeps going on, we will also be introducing other really cool things, including bonuses that are, since it's Kickstarter, stretch goals. So the more people back, the more good stuff you guys get. And I have been writing. I've been writing extra things. This is an expansive world. And I've got expansive stories from it. So there is a novelette that I am in final stages of editing now. And I love it, and I broke my own heart, and I sat at my keyboard and cried because I want you to cry too. I kind of think that if one person throws their book across the room, I've done my job. I'm not playing it light, I'm not pulling punches. These are for real things, and we are tackling big issues, witch hunts and othering. And all of these ridiculous things that we talk about are so real and so much more relevant than we want them to be. And that's what I want to explore in all of this, and what that would look like in a matriarchal world. But also the fun part of matriarchy is all of the witches' robes. They might not be this fabulous or this satiny or this many feathers. I'm so sorry to Punderson Housekeeping. I will try to clean them up, I promise. This thing sheds. But the witches, their robes might not have feathers, but they have pockets, like everywhere. Like they probably have some big sleeves, but they've got pockets in them. I don't. I have 0 pockets in this, which, redonk. I'm gonna take down my 10 out of 10 star rating for this fancy robe. I'll make it a 9 because I genuinely have no pockets. What's up with that? I want pockets. The witches have pockets. The queens have pockets. The queen is brilliant. Queen Daphne of Sanvera. She has engineering prowess, and she had her golden crown lightweighted so that it didn't give her a headache to wear it. When women are in charge, even the little things make sense. Even the tokens of station. Realizing now, in this moment, I should have brought a crown to this writing retreat, but I'm at a cabin, a cottage, at a cottage in the forest with an increasingly snowy lake outside. I don't really do video content. This is my first one. Bear with me, love me, I love you. Yeah, the Kickstarter is live for pre-orders until exactly 2 months before publication day. And that means pre-orders are open through April 16th and publication is on June 16th, or as I like to write it online, 061626, June 16th, 2026. 2026 is a dumpster fire. We all know that. So if you want something to just like make you feel like some things in the world might make sense, books help that so much. And if it helps, I really feel like this book could be banned in Florida one day. So it's one of those. There's a lot of social justice. There's a lot of discourse about othering. It's super gay. The sequels, subsequent books get a lot gayer. And that's just because I want everybody to have love. And if my book and my Kindle, which I've got here with the title or the cover that I did myself on Canva when I started writing this 3 years ago. But if any of that shows you anything, this is just who I am as a person and an author and a reader. I've also been editing on this because I've got my ebook, and sometimes it helps to see things as a reader. So all my notes, all my edits. Please know that everything going into this is from the heart, is sincere, and is a labor of love. It has been a labor, it has been a slog, and I owe so much to so many, including especially Megan from Quills and Cosmos, who's my witches champion, and thank you, Megan. And I cried writing her Bitney acknowledgements, and the rest of the thanks go there. But also, again, can I just say, look at this art. Look at Alaris. I have art that I can share now from Christina Gehrman, who is the most incredible artist I've ever worked with. I found her on Threads, and she shared her art last year during Disability Awareness Month, and she is a deaf artist who lives in Germany. She's insanely talented, and I can't wait to keep commissioning art from her for each book, for all my POV characters, including as they change and grow. And yeah, we've got all 4 POV characters from her to share now for the keepers. We'll have more for book 2. If you've lasted 10 minutes into this little monologue with me, you get to know that book 2 is titled The Burners. If book 1 is what leads us into the burning times, book 2 is the burning times. It's a bad time. It is a bad time. If you like reading Lord of the Rings, not just watching the incredible movies, maybe The Keepers, maybe the Turner's Saga is for you. If you like reading those, but you don't need all of the descriptions of trees or feasts, I'm a fantasy author who doesn't really do great describing food, so sorry about that. They eat, just accept that they eat. Okay, thanks, love you. Yeah, if you like reading them, and especially with Lord of the Rings, when everyone's like, oh, it could have ended after they threw the ring into Mount Doom, and you recognize they couldn't have because the effects that Sauron had on all of Middle-earth, as far-reaching as the Shire, were not solved when the One Ring was destroyed because it became systemic, then maybe you'll understand why this is a 5-book series and not a trilogy, because there is a lot that needs to happen after Dark Times end. So books of our time, for our time, from our time, and from a very tired millennial mama who has lived through too much history and can it please be precedented and boring again, please. So thanks for being here, and go to the Kickstarter, please. Pre-order, link in bio. I love you, just for being here. I see you. You're great, and I care about you. Thank you for being in the world. And I hope you're in it tomorrow and tomorrow. Be good to yourself, be kind to yourself, buy books, read books, review books, share indie books. Everything helps. And get a really cool robe that makes you feel good about yourself. It is my best investment of 2026 so far. Let's be very real about how much I'm wearing a ridiculous robe. Okay, I love you, bye.